Hey there, so the second lesson activity that you're going to come across in your first tutorial talks about central and inscribed angles of a circle. And again, you're going to use Geogebra. So you're going to click on Open the Geogebra, and then we're going to read the directions. We're going to draw a circle with center A and a radius of your choice. So again, there's two ways you can draw a circle. You can do it whichever way you want. So I'll just put my center here, and let's give me a radius of, I don't know, 3. Okay. And the next thing it says is create 3 well-spaced points B, C, and D on the circle in clockwise alphabetical order. So I'm going to click a point, and I'm going to put B there. I'm going to put C here and D there. And again, it doesn't really matter where you put them as long as they are in alphabetical order clockwise. So you need to go B, C, D as you're going around the circle. Okay. Then we're going to draw the radii AB and AC. So I don't want a line, I want a segment. So AB and AC. Then we have to draw the chords DB and DC. So DB, DC. That's not DC. So hey, I just screwed up. If you just click this button, undo, it will undo the last thing you did. But if you look here, it wanted DB and DC, and I drew BC. So hey, DC, that's what we want. Okay. Then we're going to measure and record angle CAB and CDB. So to measure it, we're going to come to this icon right here, and we're going to click on the one with angle. Okay, and so to measure an angle, you're going to have to click on 3 points. You're going to click on the vertex, always second. That's going to be the second of your 3 points. And so for angle CAB, I'm going to click on C, A, B. And the order that you do it is important because you can see it puts that little arc in there so you know exactly what you're measuring. If you were to do it in the opposite order, BAC, you can see that it measures that whole big angle, which is not what we want. So we want to make sure we're going, it looks like, counterclockwise. So that's the angle for CAB. And then we want to measure CDB. So CDB. And again, you want to make sure that angle is in that arc is in the angle that we want. Okay, and so right now, the measurements that I have are that angle CAB is 73.66 degrees and CDB is 36.83. Yours are going to be different because you're probably going to have a different circle, but you would just take the time to record those in here. And so say like the measure of angle, you don't have to worry about putting in the symbols. You could just say angle CAB is, what did we say it was? 73.66 degrees. I can't spell. That's how to spell degrees. And then angle CDB was 36.83 degrees. Okay, so you just measure them there. Okay. Question 2 is going to have you compare them, so you're going to figure out that relationship. And just like in that last one, we already know this because you did this in class earlier. Then for question 3, it says now change the central angle and see how that affects the other angle. So to do this, you're going to move point B around the circle without crossing points B and C. So to do that, like if you look now, I am still in that angle measure, so anything I click is going to try to measure an angle. So if I want to move things, I need to click on just that arrow. And then I can click on move, and then I'm able to grab things and move them around. So I'm going to move B, and you can see it's going to move all of those other things. Or it's going to change both angles, the central angle and the inscribed angle. Okay, the only thing you can't do is you can't put B in between C and D because then you have angles outside of the circle, which is not what we want. So you can move them however you want, and it looks like you have to do that a couple times and fill in that table. Okay, and so that's how you can move them. And this actually works if you move other points too. As long as it stays in alphabetical order, you can even move the center, although that's not going to change the angles. But you can move any of these points as long as they stay in alphabetical order. Okay, so hopefully that helps you with how to measure those angles. And again, let me know if you have any questions.